Hey, good morning and welcome to the Erie County Rath Building. I'm Erie County Executive Mark Poloncarz. I'm joined by our Deputy County Executive Lisa Chimera. We are also joined by our Commissioner of Health, Dr. Gail Burstein, as well as our Commissioner of Social Services, Karen Rybicki, as well as Sarah Gaddy and Danielle Ravillo, part of our team that works on a number of projects, including those associated with the Food Policy Council of Western New York, as well as our Live Well Erie program. And now walking up is our friend, Commissioner of the Department of Environment and Planning, Dan Castle.
Delivering soup.
With soup. We're here because we understand there's always need in our community. And when it comes to food, we realized over the last month or so the need is even sometimes greater than we think. The shutdown of the federal government is over. It's over as of last night. SNAP recipients in New York State are starting to get their benefits put back onto their cards. There was 144,000 people who were affected due to the SNAP hold as a result of the federal government shutdown. And while I'm very glad that those individuals are able to have their benefits reinstated, we know there's still need in our community, including above and beyond the 144,000 that rely on SNAP. So each year, Erie County has food drive, a food drive to assist FeedMore of Western New York. And that's what we're announcing today is a food drive in which you can donate shelf-stable food to assist FeedMore with the need that's in our community, especially at this time when we're talking about entering the Thanksgiving season and the other high holidays in the month of December. We believe it's important that everyone has an ability to put good, nutritious food on their table. And that's why we in Erie County have been doing a food drive for a number of years. And we already started internally. And since we started basically last week, we've raised over 1,300 pounds of food from Erie County government. And I want to give a shout out. Our friends at the Free Street Tavern saw that we were doing a food drive here, and they donated over almost 1,400 pounds of food just in the last week. And we have a little less than $1,400 in cash that was donated. Because while the donation of food is important, and I went out and bought some food today, shelf-stable food that would help two families out, it's also important that cash go to FeedMore of Western New York. And I've made a personal donation to FeedMore of Western New York myself. And we ask others if they can afford it to do it because they can use that to buy more than we each can individually because they can get food, canned goods, other types of shelf-stable goods at a wholesale price, which is a lot less than what we do when we go and we purchase at a supermarket or other location. So I'm just reminding everybody that these bins are in Erie County public buildings and will be through the holiday season. We will be constantly taking them and clearing them out and making deliveries to FeedMore of Western New York. So you don't have to worry thinking, oh, if I come and the bin's going to be full. This bin's almost full and this one's about to go to FeedMore. And we want people to understand that you can find them in county buildings like Old County Hall across the street and other locations where the public frequents. We know that in our area there are unfortunately individuals who go to bed every night hungry. And that should not happen in any community. And that's why I want to thank my partners in county government for being here today, for supporting this. And I ask everyone else in the public to do it too. We've generated basically 2,700 pounds of food so far in a week without really announcing to the public. We're expecting tens of thousands of pounds of food to come through us, and there's always need for more. So please consider making a donation. Come on down to the Rath Building, bring your donation, and look for these bins, which you will find in the Rath Building, Old County Hall, and other buildings in the Erie County spectrum, so to speak. With that, I want to turn it over to our Deputy County Executive, Lisa Chimera, to talk about this because she's intimately involved in the work that Live Well Erie does, as well as the Food Policy Council of Western New York does, to ensure that everyone can eat and not be hungry at the end of each day.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. It is so appropriate that we're discussing this today. Today is World Kindness Day, and it is so important that we think about individuals who have issues with food security. And it's important that we think about those individuals that for 43 days were wondering where their next meal was coming from. And I have to tell you, as a former teacher, I was going to bed each night thinking about those kids and the information that they were receiving about perhaps they were not going to have food on their table. So let's celebrate World Kindness today. A week ago, we had a call to action for our community to come and help support food drives across Erie County, and that's exactly what our community did. They took advantage of food drives that were happening in our schools, in our libraries, in our community, across all organizations across Erie County, and donating food and money to support those who were struggling. And I appreciate all of the individuals that have donated in Erie County. Remember that this is ongoing, so please take advantage of World Kindness Day and make sure that you donate to a local organization or a pantry. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy County Executive. Chimera. I'm going to ask a couple individuals to talk as well. Our Commissioners of Health and Commissioner of Social Services. The Commissioner of Social Services oversees the SNAP program in Erie County to kind of give a little update on that. And of course, our Commissioner of Health is going to remind everybody to eat healthy. So, Commissioner of Health, Gail Burstein.
Thank you. I'm here not just to remind you to eat healthy, because I think you all know that, but what I'm here is just really to reach out to all your viewers and just ask them to please just think about helping people that are hungry. I mean, you know what it's like when you're hungry, but unfortunately, most people, when they feel hungry, they have access to food, and so they can, they can settle their satiety, they settle their hunger. But many people can't do that. So reach out, donate to FeedMore. It's really easy to do it online and just get it done. Kids can't learn, kids can't grow. People can't function if they're worried about food or if they're hungry. So just please, just think about people in our community that don't have what many other people have. So thank you.
Commissioner Rybicki.
Great. I guess I would just like to say the last 43 days have been incredibly challenging for the Department of Social Services and the SNAP clients within our community. So this is a great opportunity for folks to continue to come together to make donations for food. The SNAP program is back opened up. Benefits have been deposited into the accounts of individuals. By the 17th, all active SNAP cases should have their benefits deposited. Individuals who applied in the month of November, those benefits were originally delayed. I was advised yesterday by the Commissioner of New York State OTDA that those individual benefits will be deposited in the next few days into those accounts. So by the 17th, all clients within Erie County that had active cases should have their SNAP benefits available. Programs like this, to gather food, to make donations to FeedMore are so incredibly important. Even households that are on SNAP, we know that there is still incredible food insecurity within our community. The Deputy County Executive talked about being a teacher and children in schools. Our kids, our seniors, our disabled folks, and our low-income working families are households that we are encouraged to go to food pantries when they need to fill that gap. Thanks.
Thank you, Commissioner Rybicki. I just ask if you are considering coming down to the Rath Building or Old County Hall or one of the other county buildings where the public is welcome. For whatever your business is, please bring something. The bins will be out here through the holiday season. We want to help out every individual in need in our community. As I said, it'll go to FeedMore of Western New York. Also, you list here, there is a QR code. The QR code will give you an opportunity to make a direct donation to FeedMore of Western New York. And if you haven't done so, and you can do so if you are lucky enough, please consider making a financial donation as well as donating some shelf-stable food items. With that, I'll open up to any questions. Michael.
Yes, we hear about food insecurity and so-called food deserts, especially in neighborhoods in Buffalo, rural areas. Where does the county see the biggest problem geographically in terms of food insecurity?
For those who are listening live online, the question is there's food deserts across our community. Where does the county see the biggest need? And the answer is everywhere. There's no section of the county where there are individuals who are not food insecure. And even in some of our wealthiest communities, poverty exists, and there are people who are food insecure in those communities, such as Clarence and Orchard Park. We know that because we see the individuals who sign up for SNAP that are by age range, by location, and we have a lot of seniors, a lot of older adults that sign up for SNAP all across Erie County, all across Western New York, actually. So there's no area that does not have need. There are areas that have food desert issues more than others, including on the east side of Buffalo. But when it comes to actual need, unfortunately, there's no portion of not only Erie County, Western New York, our country, but there's people in need everywhere. Any other questions? If not, thank you everyone for coming out, and thank you to all who donated.